You already read the title. I was on the welfare.
I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big shit, but my bank account match it. Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, not a gagging. Bougie. He say the way that thing move, it's a movie. I told that boy we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the
Hi, welcome back to It's Myra. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about, you already read the title. I was on the welfare. So, you want to hear this story time? Get into it. And it's going to be very informative. Y'all wasn't even going to tell me my bra strap was showing though. What type of new friends are y'all? Dang, yo. Help a girl out. So anyway, let's get into the story. I have some notes so I can remember everything so I can be as informative as possible. So yeah, it all started back in the Bronx, New York, 2010. I was with my boyfriend who I've been with for 4 years. We're still together even after all this drama because we went through a lot with this. So we was together for 4 years when I got pregnant. I was 21. And at the time I didn't have a real job, but I was doing Avon. And that was like my little side hustle. I made a little money because I had quit my job like a couple months before that. Yeah. So that's what I was doing, selling Avon. And at the time, me and my father, when I got pregnant, I feel like he hated me. We already don't have such a great, strong relationship, but at this point, we were arguing over any and everything. Because he was just so mad that I was pregnant. Even though I wasn't in high school, I wasn't a teenager. I was grown, making my own money, supporting my own self. But I did live with my parents. That was the only thing. Like, I couldn't afford to get my own apartment. My credit was messed up because the way New York is set up, okay? You got to have A1 credit and making $1 million at 19 to get an apartment. So yeah, so he was living with his mom. I was living with my parents or whatever. So my father eventually ended up kicking me out, like over something dumb. Like when I say dumb, I mean dumb. Like he kicked me out. I was already getting WIC. Okay, that's one thing I signed up for immediately. I was already getting WIC. So I was using my WIC to buy, eggs, milk, bread, shit like that. So my boyfriend had came over and I was making him breakfast. When I say my father just flipped out on me, he flipped out. And long story short, he kicked me out over cooking some food that I brought. That was for me. Asking me, did I ask to cook? So anyway, I got kicked out. I lived with my boyfriend for a little bit and his mom let me live there. Then I went to a shelter. And at the shelter, they told me I needed to apply for welfare. So that's what I did. I didn't want to stay where they had me stationed at, like in Queens somewhere. I'm not familiar with Queens at all. Like I'm a Bronx chick all the way through. So I wanted to go back to the Bronx. But they didn't have nowhere for me to stay. So I had to call my mom and beg and plead her, can I please come home? So she finally gave in and was like, yeah, you could come back home. So I told the people in the shelter, like, my mom's let me come home. So they sent me to the welfare office in the Bronx. This welfare office is on Fordham Road and like Kingsbridge. Is it Kingsbridge? I don't know. It's across the street from the old library. If you're from the Bronx, you know where that library is at. So anyway, when I say I got there probably like 10 o'clock in the morning, that line was wrapped around the corner, okay? They open at 8. For you to be in a good spot, you gotta be there like 6 o'clock. The line is dumb long. I'm gonna insert clips of how the area looks so you could get a better like understanding of how it looks and how far I was from the actual entrance to where I was at, okay? It was much. It was too much. Okay, so that's the entrance right there. Keep going down the block. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Now we at the corner with the Dunkin' Donuts. Wait a minute, wait. No, go back. All right, right there. You see that tree? That's where I was, behind that tree. Okay, that far. So anyway, so when you get inside, I finally get inside. You go to the reception, you tell them what you want to do. So I told them I wanted to get everything. Like, give me the stamps, give me the money, give me the rent, give me everything. I want it all. Okay? So, and you make sure you have some type of paperwork with you. Like, look online so you can know what you need, because those workers, they don't like to work. They will have you back and forth. And that's what I did. Back and forth, back and forth. Bring this paper, bring that paper. Oh no, this is not the right paper. It was crazy. So I just had my birth certificate, my ID, my social security card, and I had got a letter from my mom stating that I could live there. Yeah, that's all I had. So they took that, and after you fill out their paperwork, mind you, their application, okay, for welfare, for everything, is like this thing. It's a little booklet, okay? They want every single detail of your life. Like the last grade you completed. They want to know how much money you got in the bank. If you got a savings account, if you got a car, they want to know how much money is in your pocket right now. What do you have on hand right now? Okay? Put 0 for everything. Don't let them all in your business like that. Even if you got something, they don't need to know. And they can't find out about your bank account unless you tell them. So, say you have nothing. Okay? So after you fill out that paperwork, they make you go downstairs, take your fingerprint, and you take an ID picture. So you're gonna have your picture on your food stamp card. I can find one. Like, I'll insert a picture here, but mine's, I shredded, burnt, everything. Okay, once I was done with it, I was done. I was finito. I didn't want to see any parts of it ever again. Okay. So anyway. After that, after you leave the center, you're going to go to, they're going to send you to your BEV appointment. That's in Brooklyn, okay? They basically ask you the same questions that the center asks you, but this time they verify it. So they're going to call you, not call you, they're going to call whatever person you put down or whatever. Like, they called my mom and asked her, if I could stay there, how much rent she was charging me, if we were going to share food, anything like that. So this is where you have to make sure, if you're going to lie, stick to your lie. If you have a horrible memory, you need to write it down, okay? Because use the system. Don't let it use you, baby, all right? Don't go to jail, because you can't go to jail. Warning, okay? For fraud, you can't go to jail for this. So after that, they verify your information, like I said. Then they do a home visit. Now, the home visit is not like how your mom probably had it in the 80s or 90s or whatever. They're not looking through your refrigerators. They're not checking the room you're going to sleep in, where the baby's going to be at, or anything like that. They asking you the same questions, and it was 2 women that they sent. They came in the living room and sat down, but it was just a little crazy because my mom was mad rude. Like, this is not even like her. Like, I thought she was going to stay in her room while we was in the living room. No, she came in there, sat next to me, turned the TV on. I'm like, Mom, turn the TV on. Like, to me, she acted like how the guy acted for the movie For Color Girls when CPS came in the house. Like, okay. Yeah. So then after that, after the home visit, oh yeah, they verify your baby daddy. They want all his information then. Again, even though you gave it, but they want it again. But they want more in depth. Like, if you have a social security card, they want that. They want to know his job address. They want to know his mom's full name, her birthday, his birthday, and I gave it all.
Just
Yes, you
dumb,
probably like,
dumb,
Myra,
dumb.
you a stupid girl. I know. I know. Trust me. Okay? So after that, fast forward to when I had her in September, I put her on my case in October when I got her social security card number. And that was just 1, 2, 3 out of there. Okay, so once they added her, they gave me more money. And yeah, it was more money to my food stamps. It was probably like almost 4. So I think it was like an extra $100. Like it was almost $400. I think it was like $395 or something like that. And they gave me more cash assistance. And they put her on Medicaid. Yeah. So fast forward to when my daughter was 5 months. That's when I got a letter in the mail for child support. So me and my boyfriend went down to child support. He had to fill out a paper about how much he make, what he pays for rent and food, his travel expenses, what he gives me voluntarily, all of that. They don't take none of that really into consideration. They just give what they want him to have or factor in how they do it. But this is where it kind of messed up on people. It like this part in our relationship, like it was hard because of child support. Okay, we thought child support was gonna come directly to us, so I thought I was gonna get the check or however they were gonna give it to me electronically through the card, and I was just gonna give it back to him. That's how I thought, but no. I wish I would have asked somebody, but I was too prideful and I didn't want them people all up in my business. Okay, but I'm telling y'all, so you know. Now you know. Okay? They don't give you the child support money. They take it. They won't put your child fathers on child support if you only get in food stamps, but if you get in cash assistance or Medicaid, your child father will go on child support because the father is obligated to pay the insurance. Because they want to be reimbursed for everything that they giving you, okay? So, they take the child support money, but this is what really messes up. He had to pay in arrears. Even though February was his first month of being on child support, he owed back from the time she was born. Even though she wasn't even on my case from the time she was born. Only up to October. And from the time that she was born that they put him. So the judge said he had to pay $79 a week. But since he was in arrears, according to them, he has to pay like over $150 a week. I'm not too sure the exact amount. It's probably like 160 something. I'm not too sure though, but it was probably like double. He had to pay up until he got caught up. Then it goes back to $79. When I say we used to fight like crazy, like he just blamed me for doing this to him. Like if I knew, and I didn't know, like we done broke up 100 times because of this. So next, after that, probably like when she was like 18 months, yeah, I had to do the back to work program. The back to work program is something else, okay? Oh my God. Back to work program was crazy. So luckily for me, they, oh yeah, disclaimer, I didn't work the whole time. I didn't have a job. I still did Avon here and there or whatever. So I didn't have that. So I just exclusively was on welfare, which is really no money. Like when I say I was penny pinching like crazy, that's when I learned how to coupon diapers and wipes. Yeah. So that now you go to back to her program. She was 18 months. They pay for childcare. They send you a letter. Like you gotta find your own childcare. They don't just put, all right, send you a letter. Here you go. Your kid going to ABC Mouse childcare. No, you gotta find your own childcare. They fill out this paperwork. You bring it back. They give you a start date and all that. Okay? So then the back to work program is, it could be, I went to, I think 2 of them. I went to one that was in the Bronx, like off of 149th Street. Like that was like near the projects. Then I went to one on 125th Street. Yeah. So the Back to Work program is basically for dummies. That's why I hated it. I was sitting there not getting anything from it because it wasn't geared for me. It's for people who literally never been in the workforce, who don't know how to fill out an application. They teach you how to do a resume. They teach you how to shake someone's hand properly, what to wear, like perfumes or shoes and stuff like that. It wasn't geared towards someone like me. Like, they really want to help somebody who never, like I said, never had a job or don't have a high school diploma, and I have that. But the best thing for me, I didn't have to stand Back to Work program for long because I already set myself up because I was going to start home health aid training. So I had to be in there for a couple of days until it started. And Back to Work program, you in there like you're at work. You have to be there from 9 to 5, or they have some of them that's like 8 to 4 or something like that. So you have to be there all day. You get like an hour break. Okay, you have to be there up until you get a job. But like I said, it's geared. So if you don't have a high school diploma, it's gonna be beneficial for you because they have so many training courses. Like, you could do home health aid for free. You can do CNA classes. They have medical assistant, OSHA, barber license. Like, it's geared for people who didn't have anything. It's very beneficial. But when I say it's ghetto in there, it's ghetto. It's people in there who's over 40. I feel like they be the troublemakers in the class and stuff. Like, it's just childish. I couldn't, like, I seen fights out of there. It was crazy, okay? But during that time, they also had the WEP program, work experience program. They don't have that no more. They shut it down. I guess they didn't have funding for that anymore or something. Which you didn't get paid for it, so I'm confused. But anyway, for the WEP program was you fill out a paper saying what you're interested in, what type of experience you ever had, and what fields. And they're supposed to find you a work assignment geared for that. So it's like an unpaid internship, but basically you're working for your benefits. Yeah. So they have you fill out all this, like if you want to do clerical work or nursing, but they ain't got nothing of that, okay? They always say, oh, that is filled up. They're not taking no new people. They never have that. Everybody always have to clean the streets or clean the subways all the time. You always follow behind the street sweeper, picking up garbage. Never what you want to do. So I lucked out of that because I had my doctor write a letter saying that I couldn't be around chemicals. I can't be in an extreme work environment like outside because I would pass out. And I didn't have to go there. But I did have to be at Back to Work program all the time. Because if you have a WEP assignment, it was like, I believe like 3 days you would be at the WEP assignment, then the other 2 you would be at Back to Work program. Because you have to be there 5 days a week, like a job, 40 hours. Okay? And even if you got a job, here's the thing, even if you got a job, and say you're working 20 hours, the rest of your time you still have to make it up there. They want you to be doing something 40 hours. No, it was 35 hours at least. So if you're working 20 hours, you had to go back, which is messed up. So after I did that or whatever, but I was like on and off welfare for like, I want to say 7 years, because I was doing home health aid. I have good cases. I'd be making money, and then I'd start losing cases, and I have to switch agencies, and it was back and forth like that. But they did pay for, when I got my first apartment, they paid my first month's rent and everything like that, security deposit and stuff like that. But they didn't pay the full amount. Like, my rent when I first moved in was like $800. So they paid all that, but they don't pay the full entire rent. Like, they only gave me like $290 something, and me and my boyfriend had to split the rest and pay it like that. And they give you a program where it can help pay your Con Ed You need that. And they still do transitional daycare, help you pay your daycare. Like I have to pay daycare probably like $9 a week. Yeah, so they factor in it like that. And then once you get a job, they factor in your food stamps account. Like you might not get as much because you make a certain amount like that, how they do it. But you also, like, soon you lose your job, like soon my hours get cut because while you're doing research, or you have to get like say 90 days working or something, they want all your pay stubs and stuff like that. They want to see that. So if they don't see you making a certain amount of hours, you got to come back there. So keep in mind that you want to make sure you work 35 hours a week, or you're going to have to be in there. But then again, this is this long ago. I don't know how they switch up the rules each year, because I got to be home with my daughter for 18 months without them asking me to go to work. Then another girl had a baby probably like 3 years after me, and they sent her back to work when she was after 6 weeks. So they change up. So you just have to see what they say in your state, whatever. But I'm just speaking for New York. So, yeah, I was on and off, like I said. And another thing, you don't have to go back to work program if you're in school. But once again, it had to be a certain amount of hours, because they wanted me to go back because I was on welfare again. Like I said, when I got my first apartment, so that was 2014. And I was doing medical assistant training. I was going to school for that all the way in Queens. That was a 2-hour ride there and back. So it's 4 hours traveling every day. Okay. They wanted me to go to a back to work program there. They was going to put me there since I got out. I think I went to school like at 9, and I got out at like 2 or something like that. Or 3, I can't remember. But I wasn't in school long enough. So they wanted me to go, but I had to tell them that my traveling time was too long. I wasn't going to be home in time to pick up my daughter, who had to be picked up by 6 o'clock at the daycare. So I didn't have to go for that. So I lucked out on that. So, yeah. So this is my story about welfare. I hope this helped one of you guys. Remember, use the system. Don't let it use you. Be smart. Okay? Because it could really help you guys. Oh yeah, another thing about the Back to Work program. They also will give you like rewards. So if you work this amount of time, you get like a monthly Metro card. When they was out, a monthly Metro card, that was like $1 and change. You wanted that. They'll give you a free monthly Metro card, and they'll still give you Metro cards every week. But you have to go there and pick it up. And you have to come every week and show your pay stub and get a monthly Metro. Get a weekly Metro card. And then like if you keep working, then you could get to come every 2 weeks like that. And then if you work for 30 days or something like that, like whatever 30, 60, 90, whatever they have set up, it'd be a award. Like you get a gift certificate to Starbucks, you get a gift certificate for Target, like that. So yeah. So that's my story on being on welfare. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you learn from it. Remember, welfare is not there for you to be on it forever. It's not gonna pay for your lifestyle forever. Thanks for watching. See you guys in my next video. Until next time. Peace.